under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
And with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, a guy to watch, Mike Trout. We always get enamored with his offensive capabilities, but defensively, he's just as enjoyable to watch. You see him make those highlight reel plays, going over the wall. We'll see if he does something here in this one.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Chris Bryant stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Trout has a beat on it. One down. First opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that they're on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
Into the seats, 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Toward left center. Calling for it, Gentry. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Kyle Schwarber set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Calhoun moves over. And that's the third out. One left for the Cubs. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Craig Gentry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Arrieta's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Cole Calhoun. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Mike Trout takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jorge Soler will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Richards is ready. 0-1 on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. The tag put on by Soto, and he is out at home plate. Coming to the plate now, Addison Russell. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Catch is made by Trout. Here comes the runner from third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Calhoun, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for two on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Miguel Montero set to take his first cuts with a man at first and two away. Shot towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting. You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Angels nothing. Leading off the inning, C.J. Cron, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
C.J. Cron.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Tap foul at home plate. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Batting sixth.
Ready now, Giovanni Soto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Yunel Escobar stands in for the first time. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
On the ground up the middle towards second. Zobrist is there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. Back with more on opening day after this. Chris Bryant will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center.
Very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Richard steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Line toward the gap in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Kyle Schwarber is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Smoke toward third. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they're up 1-0.
And leading off with a halo.
Leading off the inning, Andrelton Simmons. And they'll need him to get something going here. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting 9.
Here you go. This slider sort of backs up on him a little bit, and he gave up on it far too early, because this was the best pitch he had to hit in the entire at-bat.
Standing in now, Johnny Giavotella. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Rizzo was there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Bryant is up with it. Zobrist.
He's good.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
A runner on first with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Jeez. Finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Ben Zobrist is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Richards peers in. First pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell Digs in here, having earned an RBI on a sac fly in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And so far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel.
And things are continuing to go poorly for him out there. That's now the 8th hit he's given up in just 3 1/3 innings of work. With a line like that, he's not going to be sticking around much longer.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Jason Hayward.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's throwing a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris
Bryant comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper. All you can do is get back up there and try to hit the ball hard once again.
Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Anthony Rizzo will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Jared Weaver is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike 1. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Ground, and that is off the first base bag. And boy, the Cubs have come to play, as this is good for extra bases as well. And they won't get an out from this, as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. Into the box, Jorge Soler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate.
Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
So this once...
Leading off the fourth.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. And the sinking fastball called strike three, and that's out number one. Striding into the box, Albert Pujols. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Albert Pujols grew up in the Dominican as an only child, and the story goes that he used to practice with a milk carton for a glove and use limes for baseballs.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty remarkable some of the things guys did growing up just so they could play the game. It's a whole different world than what the kids grew up with here in the United States.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. C.J. Cron stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So a runner at first with two away, and standing in is the catcher Giovanni Soto. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Angels strand one. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ben Zobrist heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. He singled his last time up. Weaver gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
The batter, number 20.
You know, sometimes people talk about no-doubters when a guy hits one 20 rows into the seats. Well, that's a no-doubt double right there. No chance for any of these outfielders to get it. With their backs to the infield, they got to get back there, get the ball back into the infield just to save a double.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So it's a two-run shot to right center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero.
As he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that fourth and final leg next time through the order.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Oh and 1, here it comes. And that's in there, base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Chris Bryant digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Shot toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him. Yunel Escobar comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrelton.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with two strikes. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Into the box, Johnny Giavotella, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Chopped to third. Tough to get to. To second for one. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Oh, and Montero can't squeeze it as it gets away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 2 strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Kyle Schwarber will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
This is pulled into right. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Designated hitter,
Jorge Soler stands in with a runner in scoring position already here following the ground rule double. Now a drive out to left center field.
Around third and being waved on home.
The run scores from second, make it 9-0. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Deja vu here to start off the inning. You get a double to lead things off, followed by another double here. And they get a quick run as one guy will just replace the other at second base.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. From a knee, he gets him. What a play. Addison Russell steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Nice. He really sat on the fastball there. He squared it up perfectly, drove it into left field. He'll be rewarded with an RBI as he picks up that runner from third base.
Dexter Fowler will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And there's a fastball to begin the at-bat as Weaver gets ahead. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Miguel Montero will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Weaver comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Calhoun racing back. He can't get there as it falls in.
Around third and being waved on home.
And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Hayward.
Taken high and deep to right. Calhoun going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set. Here it comes. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the runner from second is in to score, and he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field. And you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's as locked in as you can get.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. On to first with it is Pujols, and he steps on the bag for the third out. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubbies are in front, 15-0. Cole Calhoun will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out.
A center fielder.
Mike Trout stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. Albert Pujols stands in as he looks at a called strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Angels are gone in order. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Mike Morin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Morin.
Jorge Soler stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Line drive to left. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
This is how you make life difficult for that pitcher out there. He's going to get to make one pitch from the windup and then go right into the stretch because this is a bullet down the line. That's a great at-bat there as he gets him going with a first pitch double.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Addison Russell steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
I think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
First pitch on its way. Fly ball heading for the alley. Back goes Trout, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Now batting,
Miguel Montero will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point.
Well, he's getting that great chance to drive in runs, and he's taking advantage of it. Some hitters just get better when there's guys on base.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Jason Hayward stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Line to the right side. Calhoun is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. C.J. Cron digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Giovanni Soto stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Got him.
As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Yunel Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Al Albuquerque will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Albuquerque.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Belted high in the air out to left. Gentry going back on it, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left as they just continue to pour it on here.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Anthony Rizzo will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Now another one hit deep to left, and that'll get down out there near the wall. Running hard, he's digging for second, and he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting, left fielder
Kyle Schwarber digs in, and he'll try to improve on a 1 for 5 effort thus far.
Yeah, and you know, guys, the difference between a 2 for 6 and a 1 for 6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
And that's 19 runs they've put up so far, and the way they're swinging the bats, there's no end in sight.
designated hitter,
Jorge Soler steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Ben Zobrist will step in. A ground-out victim his last time.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Addison Russell. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. So standing in, Dexter Fowler. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Trout ranging back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second home run of the game, as this lead got even wider. Miguel Montero is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And are you kidding me? Another knock. He's now 5 for 5 in this one. Now in the box, Jason Hayward, 3 for 6 in the ball game to this point. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Chris Bryant. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. This is in the air out to right. On the move is Calhoun. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And the run is in to score from third.
And everything's going right for these guys right now. This has turned into an 8-run inning. They've just blown the doors off of this one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Drilled to the right side. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Next for the Cubs, the designated hitter.
Well, I hope this guy's not on your fantasy team because look at those numbers. He's been dreadful.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jorge Soler. He's 5 for 6 to this point.
Not only is his average on the rise, but I'm sure his confidence is too. He's probably thinking, why can't I do this all the time?
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Calhoun racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as the blowout continues.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Pulled toward right center field. Trout has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. Andrelton Simmons, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Tapped out in front of home. Montero scoops it up and reined in one away.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
In now, Johnny Giavotella, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Going for his 15th strikeout. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only one hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Craig Gentry will stand in now with two away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3, and as you can see, they are way behind. Fernando Salas will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Addison Russell will dig in, looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just fell down in the box and made snow angels in the dust, it would still be a game to remember, Matty.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, this is just turning into a game for the ages now. This is his 6th hit of the game. My partner, Steve, he had months where he didn't get 6 hits.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he will flail at a fastball here to start things out. Not looking for that, apparently, and it's strike 1.
For a guy who's had a good ball game, that's not the kind of swing you expect to see.
This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Back to the mound and off his leg. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Miguel Montero gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! A 3-run shot down the line in left. His 2nd of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, I guess if you're ever going to hit a cheapie, this is probably the place to do it. That fence down there is about waist high, and I'll tell you, this ball didn't clear it by a whole lot more than that, but it's going to be good enough to get the job done, and that's a homer.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Chris Bryant stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit.
Oh, that's a great game for sure, but the fact that this is the 7th at-bat is pretty crazy. What's going on?
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Salas is there, and he'll bring this one in. Anthony Rizzo stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Hit hard toward first. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone. And you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Rips this one to first. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town. That's for sure. He is absolutely eating them up here in this series. He delivers again.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Ben Zobrist, as he'll go to work with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. Hayward scores. 2 runs have scored. The relay throw, and the run will score all the way from first. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. But they manage. Cole Calhoun will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Montano is up with it. A quick out number 1.
A center fielder.
Mike Trout will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
And it's quickly 0-2. Arrieta sets. 0-2 on its way. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. C.J. Cron will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Ready with the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one, so the Angels are down to their final strike now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
First offering on its way. Giovanni Soto is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And here's one that misses to the Angel catcher. It's back even at 1-1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. In tight with the slider, 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 34-0. Good night from Anaheim.